So for Saucony, it back in 2019, we had done a big strategy kind of overhaul and really looked at our media. For us, we wanted to do a little bit more storytelling and kind of change perception, but also just get people to kind of consider the brand a bit more. So the big pull in for connected TV was one we saw with our target audience. They were definitely there already. They were consuming digital video, whether that be just sort of smaller digital video clips or longer form content like shows and movies. They were already there. So we knew that was a win right there. And then for us, really, when we looked at our social buy, there were tons of places we could use social and social video for a little bit more lower funnel, kind of getting that last purchase to really go through. But the struggle we saw with social video is that our average view time was only 3 seconds. So a big draw for connected TV for us was that we could really get this consumer in a leaned in environment for 15 or 30 seconds where they already were expecting to see this content, these advertisements. They knew it was coming in order to get to their longer form content. So it just was a really natural, leaned in, engaged environment that we felt like could be a really big win for us.
So, Grace, tell us a little bit about the partnerships involved with that, working with iProspect and Pixability, and kind of how that came together.
So iProspect is our incredible media agency. We love working with them. And in partnership, we did this big overview of strategy work on our target consumer, really finding out where and what they wanted to, how we could speak to them and where they sort of were naturally and how they were consuming their media. Then when it came time, once after we decided that we would definitely be using connected TV, we went and RFP'd a few different partners, and Pixability was just above and beyond their targeting capabilities, the addition of brand studies to get more data beyond just click-through rates, completion rates. They had access to a ton of additional studies and just data beyond the front end media, which was really important to us too.
So, tell us a little bit more about results. Obviously, you're selling shoes, apparel. How do you gauge success? What does performance mean?
So for us, connected TV was playing this role of upper funnel brand awareness. We were looking to introduce the brand to new people and also tell our story, talk about our technology in a way that people might never have heard about. So for us, it was really about just getting eyeballs on the TV commercial, and then anything beyond that in terms of sales or revenue was just cherry on top. So for us, purchase intent was a big needle that we wanted to move. And from a results perspective, we saw a pretty big purchase consideration lift in both YouTube and Roku users. And then with Amazon Fire users, we saw that we actually moved the needle on purchase intent, but also were able to bring in new buyers to the brand, which was a huge win for us as well. We saw that 65% of the purchasers from coming out of Amazon Fire campaign were actually brand new Saucony buyers.
Great. And finally, Grace, you've been involved with this digital media marketing world. What's exciting to you now in terms of the tools that you can use, and maybe tools that you would like to use that maybe are not fully baked, but how do you see the opportunities ahead?
I really do see connected TV as such a strong tactic and channel for us, mainly because we can get a bit more targeted than we can with linear TV. So if you think pre-COVID, when we planned this in 2019, we really wanted to have that layer of someone who was interested in running or at least fitness in general, some sort of additional layer that got them a little bit closer to being in market for a fitness shoe. Primarily, that's what this campaign was for, a running shoe. So now with COVID having started, that has opened the door to so many new buyers. And so now a lot has changed and we are speaking to a lot of new people, but um, that is also sort of creating almost a new challenge where we have to speak to people who, a year or 2 years ago were just not in the market for these types of shoes. They maybe have been going for a lot more walks or runs or bike rides or whatever it may be, just doing whatever they can to kind of stay active in this new work from home lifestyle that has really changed everyone's day-to-day life. So for me, it's really interesting to be able to speak to a really broad audience like you can on connected TV, but then have those additional targeting layers that you just can't get necessarily with a more traditional linear TV buy.